What's going on, everyone? Phil Canarelli here, and this is the Wallcast. We are at the fourth wall in the Hartford Shopping Center, and I am here with Matt and Frank. We are about 2 weeks late, I think, on this podcast.
What is the postal code for the store?
The postal code? I don't know.
It's
what? 13. I think it's 13323. No, that's Clinton.
Yeah.
I don't know. I also don't care.
13413.
We have a lot
you call yourself
of
a mailman.
stuff to go over. Put that down. I can hear the clicking. We have a lot of stuff to go over. Frank, do you want to start that off? What happened last weekend?
Wasn't it 2 weekends ago?
Was it? No. Oh yeah, 2 weekends ago. Yeah.
It was our year anniversary where we celebrated by having two celebrities, Walt and Bryon, from the AMC's Comic Book Men in store. Had a nice line. People really enjoyed themselves. Walt and Bryon couldn't have been better. I mean, I've done a lot of celebrity appearances through my other job and stuff, and I've met a lot of different guys, and they are definitely in the top 5 easily. They were spectacular. I mean, they couldn't have been nicer. They went out of their way to, take care of the fans and really kind of enjoyed themselves. Plus, they really liked the store, which was a big nod for me. I really enjoyed the fact that they liked the store. And then May 4th, we did our year anniversary celebration where we did all our sales. They ran throughout that entire week and weekend. So
also Star Wars Day.
And Star Wars Day.
May the 4th be with us.
Indeed.
It was really cool to see everyone come out, and everybody that came in saw how much the store has grown and changed. We did put up a post too, if you notice, like in one of the posts that I put up, it was all like pictures when the store was coming together versus now, and I mean it looks completely different, which is really cool to get that contrast, especially for people who haven't been here in a while or people who've just been here the first time. We're shocked at the size of the store and the stuff we have and just the variety of stuff. So, I mean, it was really exciting. I mean, I was overwhelmed with how well everything went over. I was thankful for the customers and all our friends that have kind of supported us throughout the whole year. Mm-hmm. So it couldn't have gone better for us, I don't think.
Do you think it could have gone better for us?
No, I don't. Probably, actually, yes.
Fantastic. Matt, put it down. So, motherfucker. I feel like I'm dealing with a child. All right, so that happened. We also, sadly, we are done with trivia. It just wasn't working out. We weren't getting enough new people in here. We had some regulars, which was nice. We got some people that are coming every week, but we cut that off. However, our Smash tournament actually did pretty well.
Yeah.
On Friday. We've been promoting that pretty hard the last couple weeks.
Oh, speaking of that, actually, Past Contender's going to be returning soon.
Who's that?
Their parent just messaged me today. Blake? Sandtrap?
Springtrap's coming back.
Springtrap,
Good
yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
His DDD was on point.
I actually didn't get a chance to play him.
He beat me. Yeah.
It's not that hard.
I hate both of you. Listen, when Smash Switch drops, my goal.
I'm so excited.
My goal is to take a couple days off and for that to drop, and I'm literally just gonna go on Twitch channel and find the worst character and play that exclusively for as long as I can.
I'm probably
it's actually
just
a good
play Ganon
segue into our new line that we're going to be carrying too.
Oh yeah.
So I actually just got an account with Nintendo.
Yes,
so we'll actually be carrying. As long as I should know this week or not when I can place my first order, but we'll be carrying pretty much everything Nintendo orientated. All the Nintendo branded stuff, hopefully maybe Switches, and who knows.
Man, if you can get amiibos in here, you're gonna grab a lot of people.
And I can get amiibos.
I have an amiibo dealer.
An amiibo dealer.
I'm serious. Getting amiibos has been a hassle for everyone. Like you wouldn't even believe how hard it is to get some of these items. Like
Joe was telling me about that the other day, how difficult it was.
I bought the Switch maybe 2 months ago. Finally, after trading in my Wii U, and I grabbed one Link amiibo that was left at Toys R Us. I'm like, all right, let me grab it, whatever. And then I go online to see how much the other ones were because no other place had them. They're ridiculous. It's like $90 for one toy. Like, this is insane. So if you can get some of these amiibos,
the collectible market, Phil.
It's not even collectibles. There's a use for them still. They're not collectibles yet. Huh?
There is.
Yeah.
Do you remember playing Joe's Marth amiibo, the Destroyer of Worlds.
Don't mind me, guys.
That's gonna sound really good in the
Senior
I'll
moment.
fix it. So that's cool. Nintendo products. I heard there was. Is there something else interesting going on?
There is.
I don't know. So
Did I just miss the lead on that? Apparently. I don't know. Line.
Well, that's really it. We had Grant came in, helped out a lot. Our past person. We were gonna have one of our other guys, Joey Leone, we just mentioned a minute ago. We were gonna have him come do the podcast with us tonight, but he was too tired, so we sent him packing. But yeah, I don't have any show notes or anything, so this is just free for all today, guys.
Whoa.
Deadpool comes out this weekend.
Ah!
Do you guys want to try to
Yeah.
do that again?
I do want to. We'll see it probably. The earlier the better, and then we'll give you guys a good review on it.
Oh, we'll give
how
you guys
terrible
the
the
best
team
review.
up is.
Well, actually, with that, I already have, I went through the last when we did the review of the Avengers, and I had the right plot of how I wanted to go through it, but I kind of want to go, tell you guys what we're going to talk about in order, so you guys know what we're going to talk about, because it was a little bit jambled when we did the Avengers review.
I feel like you're like our DM as far as podcasts go.
Yes, I am here.
What's a D like?
Dungeon Master.
Did you ever play D&D, Frank?
Sure, Phil. Yeah.
I even haven't.
Really?
Yeah, I'd love to.
I was big into it. For
I
a
played
while.
Yu-Gi-Oh!
I really
and Pokemon.
want to.
That's about the extent of my.
I actually just so Yu-Gi-Oh has called Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links, and it's just like a game pretty much that you play. Like you
Really?
play on your phone.
Yu-Gi-Oh! It's a game.
Well, yeah, but it's not like the actual card game. It's like an app that you can download on your phone. It's like a 3x3 player style thing. But they just released it for PC too, so I actually just installed that. I'm starting to play through it. Because it's like old Yu-Gi-Oh! Not new Yu-Gi-Oh! Which is all I care about. Because, up until, I don't know, you played Yu-Gi-Oh!, right?
I played when Man-Eater Bug was legal.
So that's like...
So,
when it first started,
yeah.
pretty much.
I quit pretty quick, and the reason was because I was following the rules, and everyone was trying that's not how it goes in the show. That dude just drew 7.
The show is so dumb.
Exactly. That was the part of the reason I couldn't get into it. Everyone was following the rules of the show, and that's now how they get. Here's a booklet that comes with every single pack of cards. This is how you do this. It's no. I remember playing a match because he had a deck that had 970 cards in it. I'm not even joking. It was his collection of cards was his deck, and I had I think it was the deck was 60 or 40, 50. I don't remember, but I had it to the T. I had the minimum of how many cards were allowed in each deck. I had all that stuff, and I remember I drew my hand, did this, and then he went. And he drew his first card, and he was like, all right, I don't like this one. And he drew another one. He kept on drawing cards until he got his big monster, and then it's dropped Summon Skull, first turn. I'm like, that's not how it works! And I was like, I hate this game, and after that I ended up quitting, and then I got introduced to Magic, and I got way into that.
Yeah, you don't have to tribute any monsters to summon like Blue Eyes. You can just summon that as soon as you get it. That's how it works, 100%. Everybody knows if you play Yu-Gi-Oh, you just draw a card, you don't like it, and you just kind of put it back in there, maybe in the middle somewhere, and you just draw another card.
My biggest problem with Yu-Gi-Oh in general is the guy that does the voice of Yamayugi.
Kaiba.
Oh no! I can't get over his voice.
Yeah, but
it is way too deep for who he's supposed to be.
Yeah, but Satuo Kaiba's voice is also
You mean Brock?
amazing. Is that? Oh, it is,
That's
isn't
Brock.
it?
That's
Oh
Brock
my
from Pokemon.
god. It's like a more raspy, high-pitched Brock. Beautiful.
I will say there's one card I've always liked, and because just the art of it was really cool. It was called Witty Phantom. It was during the original. It was just this. It looked like a gremlin or something. He had his hat and he had a glove on, almost like Michael Jackson-esque.
I think I know what you're...
And
Did he have red face? Was his face red?
Kinda, yeah. But the card by itself, I have the card. I have a few of them actually at home because I just like the art of it. When you're playing cards every now and then, there's a certain art piece that you just really connect with. I really like that one for some reason. In Pokemon, to this day, I still think that one original Haunter, when he's is one of the best arts for Pokemon. At least for Pokemon cards.
I don't know. I'm not big into Pokemon anymore, but the new art that they do, for the alternate rares and secret rares and stuff like that, I think is actually pretty cool. God knows I would never get into collecting that because that's a money trap.
Oh my god.
Oh my God, that's a money trap. Same thing with Yu-Gi-Oh though.
But that's any card.
Not really with Magic.
Yes,
Magic.
any cards, unless you pull a pack or you know what you're looking for, you know what to buy. If you just come in and just buy the newest boosters and stuff, yeah, you might get a couple, but ultimately you're not making.
But the
money
thing,
back.
but what I'm
No,
saying
not
is
at
like
all.
with Yu-Gi-Oh and with Pokemon, like so say I pull an $80 ultra rare card out of the new Pokemon booster. Well, now the next set comes out. That card's now worth $40. The next set comes out. That card's now worth $20, and just so on and so forth. Because it's all like card values as far as like Pokemon Yu-Gi-Oh goes are just so like tournament based. Like if it's not in the meta as far as tournaments go,
garbage.
no one cares about it.
That's one of the reasons why I kind of like Magic, because for the most part,
Because there's a bunch of casual.
a lot of
casual.
cards just kind of stay consistent.
Yeah.
Like, there's this one card named Eternal Witness, which essentially all it does is you can grab something that's already been used. And when it was first made, it was pretty high, but it's pretty much gotten to a certain stable price, and it's been the same price for years.
The only
And-
time something like as far as Magic goes that like a price really changes is if they either ban it or it's like on the unbanned list, stuff like that. That's when you see like random cards going from 20 cents to $20 overnight.
And I had to get out of Magic. Actually, when I quit Magic, it was one of the like almost felt like a weight off my shoulders.
Yeah.
I wasn't playing anymore. I know it sounds weird, but I can't tell you how much money I wasted. Like, because I played the gamble. I like that feel of opening it back.
Oh my god.
Trying to find something rare. I think we all do that. Like,
Oh, absolutely.
all of us are
But that's what it's
searching
meant
for that
for.
holographic Charizard. You know
It's
what I mean?
not.
Well, it's meant for gambling.
Yeah, it's not meant because you're gonna open a pack and make $1 million and retire off a Magic card. It's meant because you want to build a deck, you want to play the game, you want to collect. All that stuff is like even pops, comics, all that stuff is. I mean, your average comic isn't worth anything. Your average pop isn't worth anything. It could be. There's always that chance.
Unless it's from metal.
Yeah, but that's what makes you a collector is because you want to save that thing, hoping that one day it could be like 50 years ago, where if you kept that one baseball card or that one autograph or that one antique, now 50 years later you can retire because you sold it.
And even if, honestly, there's a part of me that like wants to like what are you doing?
I just dropped something.
Because your hand got really close to my pants, and I wasn't comfortable.
Phil, I
with it.
can't fight this feeling any longer. I'm sorry.
Is there anything that you'd like to get into collecting that you just not?
If I had the money,
Yeah.
like money's no object.
Yeah, what would you want to collect?
Watches.
Really? That's actually kind of cool. I can definitely get on that.
I would say watches is definitely something I would like to have collected. But I would say cars. If I had money,
Well-
I would be cars.
But I feel like at what point is it just kind of less about? I mean, I feel like collecting cars is kind of
I wish I could drive a different car.
nonsensical.
Every day.
Almost.
I would want to drive a different car every day.
I have some. This is really corny, and this is me. I would love to collect.
Russian
Stamps?
nesting dolls.
I just loved them when I was
That'd be
younger.
pretty ironic.
I would have loved to collect pods.
Get out.
Well, guys, that's gonna do it for today's podcast.
I hate you both.
I'm Philip J. Canarelli. See you guys later.
I really loved them when I was a kid. Like I remember collecting them and putting them in that little tube you had for them.
The plastic dildo. Yeah, it was great.
I don't know. It was like Frank. You can relate this a little bit more than Matt, but
I have
we
no
had so
idea.
many great things to collect when we were growing up. Like, just think about it. Like,
Yeah, do you know these? It reached the '90s. Reached a point where
Where
it was
everything
like
said collector
every
on it?
single person with some kind of company or manufacturing license was like, "How can we rape this generation?"
Oh God.
also,
I
Matt,
feel like
thank
you
you
could
for
have.
opening that.
Yeah, no problem. How's that sound on the?
We have brand new tech today, by the way. We are using a blue snowball that I just got from.
They're not sponsoring this.
They're not
I don't know why
sponsoring
Phil
this,
just plugged them.
Because I'm just happy that I have it.
My Yeti's better.
No,
I
I
both
mean,
can royally fuck
it's-
yourselves. 'Cause
the
going to
'90s
later.
stuff. The '90s stuff is coming back now. We're at that age where people that are 28, 29, 30 years old have an expendable income. We're not, and that's what it all reached. You know, your people who were, you know, in the 50s, children who, you know, ruined those 52 rookie cards. And
Ruin those 52 rookie cards and then ruin the entirety of the United States for every other next generation.
You know, by the time they reached 30, 40 years old, they were buying that stuff, or even comics, you know. You guys that, you know, want that Amazing Fantasy 15 because they had it back. Oh, yeah, I pulled it off the spinner rack at the drugstore.
Well, the entire idea of collecting is just a cycle. Like,
Yeah,
that's
but,
all it is.
Like my dad, for example, he collected boxing and basketball cards when we were growing up. What are you doing?
Frankie,
Is
if
that
you're
porn?
gonna
It was
gonna play something, you have to play it for the entire
It
class.
was a Snapchat of I don't know what.
Like my dad
Porn?
has Shaq's rookie card, and like I don't know where it is, and I want to know where it is.
It's
So
in the case over there.
how much do you know what that's worth?
It depends. It's all cards are a lot conditioned now.
Yeah,
I've seen them
like,
go for $20 or $200.
My dad has kept them in a sleeve, like a
Yeah.
little plastic
Top
sleeve,
loader.
and then all of them in a box for years. He has Muhammad Ali championship thing. He kept all these, but he wasn't a avid collector, but he had them. He's like, I don't know, maybe those will be worth someday. He's just held on to them.
I mean, one of the things I could tell you, like, I've worked in this type of market, and I've been a collector my entire life. And the one thing that irritates me beyond anything in this business is when somebody comes in and says, how much is this worth? And I'm like, let me look at it. And it's, a $1,500 comic. And they're like, oh, yeah, I don't care about it. It's my grandfather's. He just died. I'm going to put it on eBay.
I've had at least 3 or 4 people come in today asking if we buy comics because they have comics that their uncle or grandfather passed down.
It's not the fact that, like, I don't enjoy, like, I love buying collections. I love seeing people's stuff. And that's what we are. We're a middleman.
Yeah.
I'm buying that collection to pass it on to somebody else who's going to collect it.
Yeah.
But the people that just have no care or concern about it, that irritates me. When they're just like, oh, yeah, I don't care about this, Hulk 181 that my father kept forever and it's garbage to me, so I'm just looking for a quick $50.
It's kind of like if the opening of Pulp Fiction, when Christopher Walken hands him the watch, if he just immediately went and
to a
took the
pawn
watch
store.
and took a pawn shop, yeah.
He hid this up his
His
ass.
Christopher Walken, really?
Yeah. Have you not seen Pulp Fiction?
I love Pulp Fiction.
Christopher Walken's one of my favorite actors.
I'm not crapping on him, but that's an interesting take on it.
Did you ever see the Fatboy Slim song?
What?
It's
No.
It's a music video, and I always forget the name. It's like something weapon or something gun, something like that. It's a Fatboy Slim song, and Christopher Walken does the music video where he literally just dances throughout it. Like, it's insane. If you notice, everything that Christopher Walken's in, he will either sing or dance in it.
That explains why he did
More
the Jungle
cowbell?
Book.
Huh?
More cowbell?
Jungle Book.
Yes.
More cowbell. Here's something. Who are your favorite actors and actresses, comedians? Like, go down the list. Like, who are your...
Like,
yeah.
just my favorites in general?
Yeah, go for it.
Rodney Dangerfield.
All right.
Richard Pryor. Robin Williams.
You're missing one massive one. That
George Carlin.
Yeah, there you go. I was going to
Yeah.
say.
I'm a comedian, and in the back of my mind, I'm like, where is he?
Daniel Tosh above George Carlin.
Oh,
It
I
all-
like Tosh
I
a
don't.
lot.
I'm
at all.
going to be honest. When it comes to the hierarchy of comedians and, like, the base right nowadays, Daniel Tosh is definitely someone who's going to be popular for a long time.
I don't know why.
Is he still popular?
He's not really, like, to me, his comedy, once you, like, listen to one of his stand-ups or you watch one of his Tosh.0 episodes, to me, you've seen it all.
But that's the thing about a lot of, like...
Have you watched any of his new specials? That's probably one.
Oh, you haven't?
I've seen Tosh.0.
You would probably love his
That's
specials
all
because
you've
they're
seen?
so
Yeah,
offensive.
his
Oh my
stand-ups
god,
are
you would love 'em.
hilarious.
I don't want to go into any of his bits, but some of it, like, I remember I was listening to his most recent one, and I was like, whoa! Even I'm like, ooh, I felt weird for laughing at it, how bad
That's
it
like
was.
how I used to feel about watching the Jesselnick Offensive.
Yeah.
I used to love that show,
Dave Chappelle.
but
Dave Chappelle.
yeah.
I honestly think Dave
I'm
Chappelle
so
is the
glad
best
he's back.
comedian that's alive right now.
Kevin Hart.
No,
I still think Dave Chappelle's
I don't really like
I
Kevin
do
Hart
too.
that much.
I think Dave Chappelle is definitely probably the best living comedian.
Yeah,
right now.
without a doubt. I agree 100% with that.
Not Jerry Seinfeld.
No.
Seinfeld, like, I like him in
He was
sitcoms.
great for what he was.
Yes.
That's what I'm going to say about Jerry Seinfeld.
I like comedians in cars getting coffee.
So do I. And that's the thing, like, I like his real world comedy. I do like that. Where he just, and that's like, to me, like, that's how I feel like if I were to do stand up, that's what my comedy would be like real life experiences or real world things.
Makes sense.
Like the airline food joke. Like, that's
Stop.
like a no brainer.
that every other comedian has.
Stole.
I actually,
What's the deal with hairline?
I had a joke that I made a couple weeks ago that it kind of hit, but it was more about what I led into. I'm talking about how like every comedian has a joke that like, my name's blank, I'm blankety years old, and all my friends are having kids. That like that premise has been used so many times, and I try to like take that and like switch it up. I'm like, I hate that because that implies I'm gonna stay friends with people after they have kids, and that's my little take on it. And it did okay, but that's a great way to like move on to see where you can take like crazy and unique comedy. And what comedians do you like, Matt?
What?
What other comedians do you like?
I don't know.
Anybody who
Donald
makes fun
Glover's
of the
got a
white
really good
race.
stand. Okay. Oh, perfect. Donald Glover's got a really good stand-up.
Edit that out. So Donald Glover, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, Donnie Glover's son, yeah. I just watched an interview where people were asking him, they're like, are you really Donnie Glover's son? He's like, no, I'm not. Stop thinking that.
Who's Danny Glover?
Danny Glover.
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
how do you
said-
not know how...
You said Donnie Glover. You said Donnie Glover.
Did I
Did
say-
you not?
I don't know.
You said Donnie Glover.
Did I say Donnie Glover?
You said Donnie Glover.
Donald Glover. You're talking about the comedian, correct?
Well, yeah. I'm talking about Donald. I'm talking about Donald Glover, but yeah, people think he's Danny Glover's son.
Yeah.
If I said
Yeah, I
Donnie
guess that
Glover,
makes sense.
yeah.
His special was pretty good. I don't know.
Donald Glover special.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My favorite comedian.
His
is,
writing for the community and everything. was
Kyle Kinane.
good. I don't think I know who that is.
He's the guy that does the voice of Comedy Central. He's like, coming next.
Oh
Comedy
yeah,
Central,
you've
that
talked
guy.
about him before.
The stuff he says just is so out of the ordinary. It's just great. What else can we talk about before I end this for the day?
Before I end my own life.
We have lots of new stuff in the store.
Yeah, talk about that, Frank.
I mean, we're getting new accounts and new product in pretty much weekly at this point. Like, I've really stepped it up, and, you know, if everyone thought that we had a lot of stuff before, stuff that they've never seen before,
The gentle giant venom.
I mean, I've gotten at least 4 new accounts just in this week alone, and it's Monday.
Okay, don't break your wrist.
But, so, I mean, I just want everybody to know that there's just tons of new stuff coming in. All the new Funko is releasing pretty much this month and next month. Halo, Stranger Things.
Wait for Halo.
Yeah, I mean, all that new stuff is coming in pretty much as we speak. This
How
week
much of
should
Johnson
be a really
did
big
you order?
week. A lot.
Good.
Actually, that's something we can talk about before. We're gonna do an episode on this in the next couple of weeks. E3 is next month.
I know. Did you see that it got leaked? Like,
I
didn't look at it yet.
I don't know. I looked at some of it. Like something, obviously, we knew Smash was coming, and there was a few other things that apparently were
The
leaked.
fact.
I don't really know many of the other games for the PS4, so it's kind of interesting to me, but not. Like, what games are you hoping for E3?
Another Gears of War.
Gears of War.
No, God, no. That
Something-
franchise needs
another
to
Gears
die.
of War that's actually good this time.
That franchise either needs to be die, get reworked, or get rebooted. Something needs to change it.
I want something to coincide. Like, if you played the original Gears of War, it takes off like from Marcus being in jail.
Yeah. After E-Day.
Yes,
Would you want to see an origin story? Maybe?
Yes, on Marcus.
Not
follows
origin.
Yes, I want.
I actually would be
no,
100% on board with an origin
especially
story. That
after
sounds awesome.
Especially after reading the new book, Rom.
Oh yeah.
The Rise of Rom.
I want a game that's centered like you play as the Locust. Because that's the one thing that really interests me about the Rise of Rom is that it kind of gives you more of a perspective on like why the Locusts are doing what they're doing. Like they're really not the bad guys in it. They're literally just trying to just live on. Well, I can never remember the planet's name, Sarah. And there's the emulsified locusts that are attacking them from below the ground, and then they're trying to escape to the surface.
No,
but hey, the humans are there.
They're not trying to escape. They literally realize that they can't fight the lambent locusts anymore, and they realize that it's just easier to eradicate humanity. That's literally what it's about. They just literally come to the realization that instead of fighting the lambent, which is a losing battle, it's just easier to literally come up to Earth and slaughter all the people, which they do.
Not really. I still lose.
Well, yes, but after a while, barely.
You both were Halo players, right?
Yeah.
Something that I always wanted was to see Chief originally meet Cortana. Like I always wanted to see like an origin story of like when Chief was
The
with
Pillar
rest
of
the
Autumn.
Squad. Was that?
Halo 1 is
Yeah,
like
that's
the
what
first
it is.
time they meet.
Not like that. Like I know they meet in there, but I want to see the story of like Chief working his way up to become Master Chief. Like, I would love to see like
they couldn't make a game about that
No.
though. It'd be too I don't know. It'd be too all over the place, really.
I don't know.
I mean, what are you gonna have a cinematic scene where you play as him walking into the operation table?
I don't know.
Oh my
Like,
god!
Honestly,
I mean,
like, have you played the Arkham games?
yeah.
You know how there's those cutscene type of things? I could totally see that. Like, I'm a huge Halo fan. When it comes to Microsoft, Halo is probably the one game I'm going to stick with if I'm going to play those games. Yeah. Some rare games if they decide to fix Banjo-Kazooie.
The thing
That's what I was about to say. You want what I want to see out of E3 is Banjo-Kazooie.
Instead of them redoing games or reworking games, the thing that I really want to see is for them to take like I want a good Marvel game, a really good first person, like the Iron Man games. Spider-Man is the closest thing that you get.
Marvel Ultimate Alliance.
Oh yeah, Ultimate Alliance.
I loved Ultimate Alliance.
No, it wasn't that bad.
That was fun.
I don't want
playing as Fing Fang Foom. Like, come on.
I don't want it top down. I don't want team. I want to play like what the Iron Man game tried to do, but was terrible.
Oh, like a sandbox, like an open world kind of deal.
Yeah, but kind of like Spider-Man. But I want to play that as like, and they've
that
done it.
I'm really excited
did you
for.
see the trailer for that yet?
What?
The new Spider-Man
game coming
looks
out?
amazing.
Dude, like that may be like what Spider-Man is going to do for like what the Batman games did for the Arkham games did for Batman. That game looks phenomenal. Now I say that with a grain of salt because every other Spider-Man game that has ever came out has been, in my opinion, very lackluster.
Well, I heard what was it, Shadow Dimension? I heard that was pretty
that
good.
was alright.
The movie games were amazing.
What's that?
The movie games were amazing.
I mean, the first two.
Yeah, I like.
You gonna say Spider-Man 3 was amazing? Because it wasn't.
It was. I love Sam Raimi. As he just shit all over the new Ash vs. Evil Dead TV show and forced Bruce Campbell to retire because it was so terrible.
What else? Well, okay, we have. What about PlayStation? Are there any?
I don't even have a PlayStation.
I don't own one either, but
I do. I mean, a good Battlefront or a good Star Wars game,
Good Star Wars games,
Force Unleashed.
I
maybe?
think no.
if they
maybe
continue
Force
Force Unleashed, I'd be
Unleashed.
so
But you
happy.
know what? I
going
wish
to.
they'd never canceled. Did you ever see the trailer for that Bounty Hunter game?
Yeah.
the one with Boba Fett.
Yeah, that's what I want. I want like a true blue
the
like
thing
Star
is
Wars
like
Bounty
again,
Hunter
like
game.
I mean, maybe I'm over the top with this, but I don't watch Star Wars. I don't play Star Wars to play as a stormtrooper or watch Boba Fett fly around
you
in
could
a
still
jetpack.
play as Boba Fett and fight Jedi and fight like apprentices and stuff like that.
No, but I go to see Star Wars. I play the games. Literally, the only time that I played, the only thing I ever played was Hero Conquest because all I want to do is play as a Jedi or a Sith.
Did you guys ever play StarCraft?
No.
Okay, so this is something that like I really want to see that Bounty Hunter game because originally Blizzard had this in StarCraft. There's this character named Nova who's she's a psionic who also is like a master.
She's an
sniper.
assassin, yeah.
And they were making like a first-person shooter, which eventually they cut, and then eventually some of the games slowly worked towards becoming Overwatch.
That was Titans you're talking about, right?
Yeah, Titans.
Yeah.
Like I really would love them to make more games like that.
I'd like a campaign of Overwatch that I would play.
I would 100% play a campaign for Overwatch.
There's this one YouTuber, his name is Rejected Shotgun, who's like probably one of the lead guys for Overwatch stuff. He said something like because they're currently doing like small little segments of like past missions and stuff like that. And I think what they're doing is they're going to slowly build all towards it because remember the Overwatch game is the Origin Edition right now. I think what they're working towards is eventually making like that is the campaign. Like they're slowly building it, but they're making it slowly. And like maybe I don't know how long it's going to take. In like 10 years, they're going to drop it.
Oh wow, 10 years! I'm sure I wouldn't have lost interest by then.
I mean, I lost
Blizzard we're talking about here.
I lost interest in Overwatch like within the first month.
Well, that's like do you know what Star Citizen is?
No.
Star Citizen has been a game. Do you remember what No Man's Sky was? Star Citizen was No Man's Sky before No Man's Sky was even a thing. Star Citizen's been like in production for like 8 years now, and it's shaping up to be this absolutely insane, like just monstrously sized game. But it's literally been in production for at least 8 years, and there's just no like you can't play it, you can't, and then you could buy it.
Well, same thing with like Kingdom Hearts. People are obsessed with Kingdom Hearts, and that game still doesn't have a release date. Like we see clips of it already.
Will it go to the new Metroid?
Can we not?
That
That is
better
like-
get announced at E3.
Here's my theory at E3 for each system. What did you just say?
So could I asked Mendy to stop cleaning his ears with his fingers next to me.
All right, so for me, Nintendo, I'm obviously expecting Smash, and I think they're going to announce a few characters in one crazy, like, character that's going to hype. I think it's either going to be Crash or Spyro. I think
If it's I'm not going to be that excited if it's Crash.
I want
more
Spyro.
excited Spyro.
Spyro's
I would
up.
be. I was gonna say I'd be excited to see Spyro.
I would be pumped for Spyro.
I want Solid Snake.
I would love Snake too, but that's not happening.
I don't really care about Snake.
Pyramid Head?
I saw this one post of someone, and this made my heart sink, but because I know it's not going to happen. But someone posted because Nintendo's building their relationship back up with Square after all these years later, that the third biggest franchise in Square is Tomb Raider, and having Lara in there would be like
But
a
she
dream.
didn't originate from video game. Actually, no, she didn't. What am I saying? What am I saying?
Yeah. Lara Croft is probably my top 5 favorite video.
I could care less about Lara Croft in Smash.
She's just, to me, like it's like you have.
I'd rather
Marcus in
see-
the game.
I'd rather
how
see
excited
2B.
you'd be if you said like what the, and you see Marcus show up, you'd lose your mind.
That would
You know
be
what I mean?
terrible.
No.
I would
Well,
not want to
the
see
thing
Marcus
is,
in
it's at
Smash,
the
to
point,
be honest.
It's at the point that all the main characters in Nintendo are there. Like, they have all the mainstays.
Yeah.
It's all side characters now, like King K. Rool, like Dixie Kong, Waluigi, Daisy. These are all side characters.
Why is Waluigi not in Smash Brothers?
There's a couple theories, mainly because he hasn't had his own game.
Why?
Every single character has had their own game to an extent. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, Meta Knight. I forgot.
Mewtwo has 3
I forgot
movies based off.
I forgot the Mii players have their own game.
They have thousands. Remember Wii Sports?
Grid Ninja.
Yeah, remember when Dark Pit was in
Greninja
his own
has
game?
movie.
Remember when Dark
Not
Pit?
game.
Like in the whole entire Smash
Rob?
thing. Yeah, he was
Rob
the game.
was a game.
He was the game.
That's like saying Game and Watch.
Like every character on here has like a mainstay or a reason. to be
Falco?
here. Yeah, he's like the secondary character. You can play solo mission as him.
Yeah, in
So,
the original 64
Yeah,
game you could.
like all the Pokemon,
Bowser
there's
Jr.
the original.
You had to unlock
like
that,
Olimar
remember?
Villager,
Bowser
like
Jr.
even Dark Pig has a mission. You know what I mean? Like there's a lot of characters that all have their own thing. The thing is, after like let's just say this,
Yeah,
comes-
Jigglypuff.
and they
She was just because she's been in
yeah,
for
she's so
long,
popular from
yeah.
the show. Like if you add the new ones, so we already have Splatoon. Say they add Spyro, they add Waluigi, Daisy, and like a couple other random Nintendo
I'd be
characters.
very mad if they
Captain
put in
Toad, whatever.
Daisy.
Then we add the third-party characters like Spyro and Crash, and maybe like some oddballs that we're not thinking of. Maybe some old school reps, like maybe they added
Contra.
Seriously,
That would be
Duke
pretty
Nukem,
cool.
something like that.
Duke
They
Nukem
would
would be.
never-
I
they
don't
would
care how
never
bad
do
he
Duke
was.
Nukem.
Yeah.
I don't care how bad he could be a mix between Mega Man and Rob, and I would still play him.
They'll just put in Doomarine.
Yeah, yeah, I doubt that's ever gonna happen, but I'd be super pumped for that. Doom 2 was my thing. But after that, what are they gonna do? Like they have all the main characters. If they like whatever the next system after the Switch
Well,
is, like the Nintendo.
I
Clink
think
Link,
that
what are you gonna do after that? They
it's
can't
not-
add any new characters
Adding-
except you go to crazy third party.
Well, no, what they'll do is they'll just do what they did with Fire Emblem. They'll just add 5 new characters from Pokemon or 5 new characters from.
I mean,
they'll just do
I don't
something
even
like
think.
that.
I think you're missing the point of is that it's not just about new characters to me. I think. I mean, definitely new skins. Definitely. How about new attacks or new whatever?
How about different? How about player models for the character select screen? Why is it still a 2D like just backdrop?
That is a good point. Like, there's a couple things. Like I would love to play on certain maps if we didn't have the bosses on there. Like I would love to play like that Ridley stage if Ridley wasn't there. I love that. Same thing with. Water Flame.
Ridley not a playable character?
Can we not get into this?
But
argument
like,
right
yeah,
now?
I mean, like, I get what you're saying, like Omega, but not Omega.
Yeah, like I would like
Just take off all the
toggle off
nonsense.
The nonsense, exactly. That would make so much sense. Another thing is just fix the like.
I really want Guile from Street Fighter. That's why I want.
If I could pick a Street Fighter,
Blanca.
if there wasn't Ryu, Blanca, or Chun-Li would probably be my next choices for that.
Well, we all know I would want Chun-Li in here.
Yeah, she's thick.
Extra
Like looking
thick.
at the characters, like Mario's pretty much set. That whole entire lineup, they're missing Toad, Daisy, and Waluigi.
Terrible.
That's it. Those are the only
Terrible.
characters they're missing. Then if you're gonna go to
I want Baby Link.
I hate you.
They're gonna put in Cappy as its own character.
All right.
Navi should be her own character.
All right. We're gonna end on this. If you could add one more character to Smash, one joking and one serious, who would you add?
The Joker.
Robert De Niro.
I'm gonna say
Dante from Devil May Cry and Knuckles.
I'm gonna say Darth Vader, and your serious pick.
Master Chief.
I'm gonna say Lara Croft.
2B
2B.
from Nier Automata.
I have no idea what this. Do you know what that
All
is?
Might. I'd like to see
Oh my.
Goku?
Plus Ultra!
Goku. All right, guys, this is the fourth wall at the Wallcast, or the Wallcast at the fourth wall. That's me, Matt, and Frank. We had a good time tonight.
Speak for yourself.
I hate you. Matt, where can people find you?
I don't know. I can't even find myself, to be honest, so.
All right, Frank, where can people find you at?
To infinity and beyond.
All right, you can find Matt and Frank at the Fourth Wall at 41 Hartford Shopping Center. Or you can catch Matt playing some Twitch every now and then on Tesla's Lonely Pigeon. My name is Phil Canarelli. You can find me at Phil, of course, on all my social media links. Other than that, we'll see you guys next week. And next week, I believe we are going to do a review of Deadpool for you guys. So let's sit tight, and we'll see you guys next week.